Ipsos poll that came out yesterday, putting Reform top at 34%, the Greens, Labour, Lib Dems next. So the Conservative Party is down in fifth place at 21%. What's your response to that? It seems as though nobody is listening or even watching what the Conservative Party is doing at the moment.
Well, I must admit to not having seen that poll, but the reality is we took a grubbing at the last general election. We were never going to turn it around overnight. We're coming forward with policies now. We've got the deportation bill in place, a piece of legislation that we've written detailed, not a press release or a tweet, an actual piece of legislation that, if it was adopted tomorrow, would help solve this immigration issue. The reality is we aren't being heard. We did deserve the grubbing we got. We need to listen to people. We need to rebuild. And we are out there doing just that. Kemi was up here the other day looking at some of the things that we've delivered on the ground in terms of creating jobs, in terms of taking our local communities forwards. We've got to get on with that job. We've got to be making sure we're being heard. But the problem is sometimes I spend a lot of time on shows like this talking about reform and talking about issues other than those that we're putting forwards. But we've got to engage with those. We've got to keep coming forwards and let people like you grill me on a daily basis.
Is that an acknowledgement then? Because you mentioned about, we've got policies coming forward. Well, we should have had policies coming forward ages ago. They've been very slow to come forward, and we still don't know where the Conservatives stand on the ECHR. Now, in the leadership competition, Robert Jenrick was very clear. Kemi Badenoch said, oh, no, I'm going to wait and see. I'm going to wait and see. Well, we're now here, obviously, the problems with the ECHR with deporting people. We've got the ECHR being raised as the main issue in the government's appeal against the Bell Hotel in Epping. It looks like you're going to have to, if you want to get anywhere in the next election, you're going to have to finally say, aren't you, well, the ECHR is not good for this country.
Well, I'll tell you where we've got to, and then I'll tell you where we're going with the ECHR. When it comes to these cases, when it comes to chicken nugget gate, this absurd outcome where someone isn't being deported because the kids don't like foreign chicken nuggets. We saw other cases where a paedophile said he'd face hostility if he was returned to his own country. These ridiculous cases are actually largely found and created in our own domestic courts through the Human Rights Act. We have said, we have a policy position, we actually put it to a vote in the House of Commons, we would disapply the Human Rights Act to all cases of deportation and immigration, solving chicken nugget gate, solving all of these cases that have become ever increasing in number, absurd, and are actually an offence to the British people to see our justice system manipulated and exploited in such a way. We've already accepted that as a position. We will be coming forward in the very near future with a position on the ECHR. It's not a tweet, it's not just a headline, it's actually a plan with some of the greatest legal minds in the country of how you do that and what it means. Not just a tweet or a press release, a detailed plan of what it means and how you would do it. That's what people need. No more, Nigel Farage smokes a lot of fags. He has a lot of fag packets. He can produce them in 2 minutes. But you actually, if you're going to deliver this stuff, you need a real plan. You need a bill like our deportation bill that could be voted through tomorrow and could be enacted. We're going to do just that with our position on the ECHR. You're going to see how we're going to deliver it. We're going to be able to answer those detailed questions on it rather than just make a random statement or a tweet.
OK, Matt Vickers, thank you as always for being so generous with your time and joining us on Breakfast. Thank you.